let's welcome now political analyst Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast to weigh in on the meeting as well as other political stories making headlines this week. Professor, it's always a pleasure. Welcome. So the ANC undertaking all that important NWC to what it says, assess the current state of the organization in the Western Cape, to engage with its structures and to promote unity. Some things that we've heard quite a lot coming from the ANC leadership and strengthening organizational capacity, among others. So what do you think should be its key as well as urgent priorities during this time, specifically in the Western Cape?
In the Western Cape, the ANC has not been doing well there. It has been on the back foot. The margin that it is sitting on is very low. They have not had actually a structure for quite a while until I think last year, if I'm not mistaken. So really they need to make sure that they function as a unified force. They function as a unit. They mobilize across the racial divide. But it's going to be very, very difficult given the fact that there have been a lot of divisions there. And the ANC in that province also claims that it has not been supported the way it should have by the mother body. But besides that, I think some of the issues that will be on the agenda in the upcoming meeting of the ANC, of course, will be the security issues, the issue of the minister that has been put on special leave, and the other minister who has been accused of lying under oath in parliament. So I think those are the issues that will be dominating the meeting.
Let's look at the latest developments now, Professor. Remember first, though, that this was the NWC that the party had initially said they would have robust engagement as well as discussion on the future of the DA within the GNU. In fact, you and I had this discussion, but let's look at all that has actually transpired since that fallout over the DA's ex-minister, the allegations against him, subsequently leading to him being placed on special leave. But really, the ANC is mired in so much controversy at this stage. We understand, as we've heard in our news just in, that the MK party has now taken them to the Constitutional Court on the appointment of acting police minister, as well as the latest that they've now been given until Tuesday, that is the interested parties in this aspect, by the Apex Court, should they wish to intervene.
Yes. I had the president of the Constitutional Court laying down the law in terms of the procedure that needs to be followed regarding the legal action that has been instituted by Umkhonto weSizwe. They are arguing against the decision of the president to put the minister Mchunu on special leave. My opinion is that, and I know I might be opening a can of worms. Let me start by saying I'm not a lawyer, but I do appreciate the nexus, the strong nexus between politics and law. So my view is that MK does not stand a chance to win this case. I'll tell you why. Because the argument that they are pitching, it doesn't make sense, because the president is within his right to appoint whoever he wants to. We're not talking about employment here. It's like fat and set. We might not agree with him, but then you can't take him to court and say that he needs to have a change of heart or, this and that. So I don't think that they are doing this, in my opinion, in good faith. And I don't think that they stand a chance to win this case. But of course, it is a political party that has been elected by people of this country. It is a political party that is number 3 in terms of the lineup of the leading political parties of this country. One of its responsibilities is to provide oversight. I just think that in this regard, they've gone overboard.
And so what is the expectation there, Professor? Because, of course, Justice Mandisa Maya, the Chief Justice, in fact, has just given out those directives to say also those parties that wish to be part of the initial application need to do so, in fact, on or before Monday, that is tomorrow. And, of course, the other interested parties that need to intervene or oppose this application need to do so on or before Tuesday, the 22nd. So what is your expectation there? Do you see anybody else joining the MK's application, or do you see in this regard, of course, the ANC, I suppose they've not been mentioned by name here per se, but do you see them then going against this application to the Constitutional Court?
With regard to this legal action that has been instituted by MK to challenge the decision of the president to put the minister in question on special leave, I doubt very much if there will be other political parties who will be jumping on the bandwagon. There might be other issues that other political parties are not happy about, but not on this specific issue. To me, this is simple and straightforward. You can't challenge this.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a politicking.
All right, Professor, let's now look at the matter of the former president in his personal capacity as the MK leader there, going to Morocco there and supporting Morocco, and how this has seemingly struck a nerve amongst his former political home, the ANC, who have since come out strongly against his stance, saying it goes against the country's principles. So do you see this causing, what could be the potential impact, in fact, on SA's long-standing foreign policy? What is the issue here, you think, Professor?
Well, first things first, I, for one, I'm taken aback by the turn of events. To be quite frank, I didn't see it coming. I never knew that former President Zuma would stoop so low as this, given the fact that he was the president of the ANC. He knows the foreign policy standpoint of the ANC and the foreign policy standpoint of the AU regarding Morocco and the people of Western Sahara. Now, the issue is that in 1975, as you might know, Spain handed over Western Sahara to Morocco without the knowledge of the people of that particular country. And the ANC has been in support of the people of Western Sahara. And Msholozi, throughout the years, he has been propagating the foreign policy standpoint of the ANC. So all of a sudden now he changes gear, he supports Morocco. My suspicion is that there might be an economic exchange between himself and the other people that he went to see in Morocco, given the fact that he was there on behalf of his own political party. I'm not saying that is sacrosanct. However, I will not rule out that possibility.
All right, Professor, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your input this afternoon. That is Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast. He's a political analyst on the week's latest political developments in the country.